28k? Hello. Alright, back up. I'd kill myself and say the coolest things. Like me. Let's go make a battle scene. Let's get the Cooper Queen. Running gold on the heroes on the screen. Fuck it. Play two. Play two. Play two. Time to make some money. So good choice. It's mine. These prices blow my mind. Cha-ching. Feel so rich. Feel like a billionaire.
What I am, because I think it's interesting to test out every single criminal activity in a legal manner. So, for instance, I'm going to break into a car that I own. I'm going to pick a lock that I own. And I'm even going to impersonate somebody so I can get into their phone, and I don't own that. But, you know what, some of the stuff in this video may or may not be illegal, so I can't honestly cover everything. But most of the things you watch in this video are going to be done in a manner that is done correctly. We're doing some crazy things. I hope you guys learned something. I want to just be clear, this is educational purposes only. Do not do anything you see in this video unless you are in a dire emergency and need to break into your own car. So, with that disclaimer, without further ado, grab your popcorn and let's do this. So as you can see behind me, I just purchased this brand new vehicle. Isn't she a beauty? And for this criminal activity, it's legal if it's yours, and that is breaking into your own car. Again, don't do this. This is illegal otherwise. There's a couple ways to do this, and the first way is getting through the window. All right, so when getting into a car window, what you first want to do is create for yourself a little bit of a hole here, because ultimately we're going to use this tool to then hook onto the lock and then pull it up. Like I'm being delicate with it, like I don't own the car. Now they sell this literal toolkit on Amazon. It's almost like they're incentivizing you to break into a car. But this pump right here, you're going to slide in, and then you're going to go wedge tool like this, just to let it go in a little bit more. And then we're just gonna pump it up. And when you pump this, you're basically creating a space in the car for the hanger to go in. Then you have a second pump here that's now gonna do the work. I can actually see inside of the car now. All right, so now that we have both of these wedged in, you're going to remove the top one to deflate the air in this, and then move her right down, so then you can have a really nice entryway to the lock right there. Oh, there we go. So now, there's a lot of room for you to get in there. Okay. All right, here's the attempt to get in. And there I am. You can even drive the car if you need it steered. All right, so now that we're in there, just time to pick this lock up. This might be the hardest part when you're trying to break into your own car. It's just trying to find the right hook that'll basically lift this up. Got it. Door's now opened. So after about 7 minutes or so, you can open the car, and now it's yours. I mean, this quite literally is mine. I own the car, which means I can do anything to it, including this next legal very criminal activity that you should never do, and that is breaking a window. So obviously you should never break into a car window, but there are times in emergencies when it's useful to do. So for instance, if you have a baby that's locked inside of the car, or a dog and it's really hot outside, and sometimes cops, police, or even the people who own the vehicle will get through the windows. But these things are quite tough, and it's not always easy to get through, and if you don't have the tools that we just saw right here to get into the windows in a non-invasive way, you're going to unfortunately have to bust through. But it's not that difficult, actually. They actually sell tools on Amazon to get into the car immediately. So believe it or not, this tool right here is used by bippers all over San Francisco, but also used by cops to get into cars. And you may not think this would be able to penetrate glass in a window, but apparently it does. And it's obviously legal because they sell this thing on Amazon. And this can even break some of the most unbreakable glass. This is bulletproof glass, it's indestructible. This is like this. And I think all you have to do is press this directly up against the glass, give it a little pressure, and because there's such a narrow point of impact, it'll make the entire glass shatter. So this is Physics 101 here. I don't know where I have to do it, but now we're in the car. That's actually crazy that this just got into the car. I didn't expect that to work. You would not think that this thing could get into the car, but here we are. And this can even break some of the most unbreakable glass. This is bulletproof glass, indestructible. This is like this. And I think all you have to do is press this directly up against the glass, give it a little pressure, and because there's such a narrow point of impact, it'll make the entire glass shatter. So this is Physics 101 here. I don't know where I have to do it, but now we're in the car. That's actually crazy that this just got into the car. I didn't expect that to work. You would not think that this thing could get into the car, but here we are. Once again, do not do this. This is for educational purposes. If you get locked out of your own car, or if you have a baby or dog that's stuck inside of it. And that's how easy it is to get into a window. Now, say you broke into your car, but then your car won't start for some reason. You forgot your keys, and you don't know how to actually get the car going. Well, what you can do is technically hotwire the front, which I know I'm legally not allowed to show you, but what I can show you is how to jumpstart the car and give it power. Just a jumper starter kit. So these things come with two polarized clamps that you then put onto the battery here, and then by transferring power from this to the car, you're basically able to start the battery. So what that looks like in practice, I mean, this car is garbage, but here's the battery bag right here. So you can have a positive and a negative side. So the polarity on these clamps, there's a positive and a negative, so you're going to want to match this up basically with the battery here. So in this case, if you look at the battery, we have the positive side up here, which is going to be then with the positive cable, and we have the negative side down here, in which you take the negative cable. So clamp it right onto there, clamp her right onto here, and now you're in business. So as you can see, there's a solid green battery here, which basically means that it's ready to be jump started. And in order to do this, you're going to want to turn on the car via hot wiring if you get locked out of your car, and then you should be good to go. Once again, don't do this in somebody's random car. Only do it on your own if you can't get into yours. Now that we have this all hooked up, I'm going to go ahead and power on the car. It should technically work. Again, the battery is dead on this car, so this starter is going to be really useful in starting this up. If you don't have the key, you're going to want to hot wire it. So again, I'm not going to show that, but I am going to turn the car on and we're going to see if it works. All right, forgot about this. Okay, here we go.
Breaking news, now you can sell electronics on Vinted. I've just upgraded my gaming console and want to get some money back from my old one. So I'm selling mine on Vinted to make some extra money because they just introduced their new electronics category. Just place your gaming console, snap a pic, and upload it on the app. It's not only super easy, but also safe for the buyers. They can use the electronic verification service if they want some additional peace of mind. The best part, the service is free for sellers and optional for buyers. Earn your money back in the electronics you don't use. Sell it with zero fees.
Bam, immediately, just like that, turned on, this car is ready to drive. Wow, that was quick, like a car guy. And just like that, from start to finish, you're ready to drive your car. So basically, we paid $600 just to vandalize somebody's car because I told him that we don't actually want the car. So I'm going to give it back to him now. It's just more of a hassle to just own a broken car like this, but it works. I was able to hack in, do a couple different things. So if you're ever stuck in your car, you need to do certain things, you can watch this video and this will be the reference. Legally. Moving on. Now, the next criminal activity we'll be doing is technically legal if you're doing it onto yourself, and we've all probably faced this before, but that is picking the lock. So obviously, if you own the lock and you lock something up and you're unable to find the code or the key, you're able to finagle with it in order to try to break the lock. There's even, of course, legal people to call to hack locks called locksmiths that can basically hack any lock you have. Now, to be attempting this, I've got a transparent lock, so you're able to see kind of what happens on the back end here. As you can see, I have the set of keys, and I can unlock it quite easily. But what if I don't have the key? And instead, I'm just left with this lock. Well, for educational purposes, there are technically a few ways I can break this. So they actually make these tools called key picks that are literally designed to pick locks. You can just order it off Amazon, which is kind of crazy. So among one of these 10 sizes, there should be something that's able to open this lock. Let's see. I kind of don't believe this because if so, that's actually really scary. So let's try it. All right, so here are all the tools here. Now I just have to find something that's going to fit nicely in this lock. So it's a rather small keyhole here. This is what these tools look like. So let's just try this one first and see if it gets inside. Okay, so it actually does. All right, so it's not this one. That's fine. I don't expect the first one to do it. Wait, I just popped it. Did you see that? Hold on, I wasn't on this mainframe, but this is able to do it. Hold on, let me do this again. Wait a second. Look at this. You sneak in, and it opens it right up. Wow! So if you were to just buy this key just on Amazon and you lock up something and you think it's safe, it's really not, because all you have to do is buy the counter tools, the key picks on Amazon, and then you can seamlessly pick
Everyone go!
I just tried the very first key pick.
Everyone!
I got it twice. It's actually absurd, but let's see what else we're able to pick. Alright, so now we're going to pick a door. So let's say somebody's locked themselves in the bathroom and you have to get in. Let's say you have to like really use the bathroom, or if you just want to spy on them for some reason, which is kind of creepy. All you need apparently is a bobby pin. So a bobby pin is the thing that you use to kind of hold up pieces of hair. And it makes sense that these are because, I mean, similar to the other one, they're just these really thin pieces of metal that seem to be like malleable and can like fit into certain locks. So I'm about to show you a door, and if you have this same door, then you should be able to open it. You'll see it goes out. Alright, so the door behind me is officially locked. Can't get in no matter what, so I have my bobby pin right here, and I'm going to see if I can get through it. Alright, so here we go. So again, completely locked, can't get in there. Step through. There we go, just like that. Now I've hacked the bathroom. It's actually kind of crazy how easy that was. I mean, like, you'd think they'd make it slightly more difficult just because these doors sometimes lead to super private places, but I guess if you have like a child locked in a room, it's good to know that you can easily get to them. So, it's legal in case you want to go into your own house, of course, but don't be doing this in other people's house. You may or may not get arrested for that. Which brings us to arguably the hardest lock to pick, and that is real handcuffs. Now, obviously, it's illegal to escape handcuffs if you're arrested because you're detained, and so you have to have your hands behind your back so you don't cause any threats to officers. However, there is a legal way that you can get out of handcuffs. You can use your imagination, but just know that people use these things for things other than crime. So if you happen to be in that circumstance, well, this is how you escape handcuffs. So with handcuffs, as you can see, there's a little bit of a slot right here where this key is supposed to go. So when you put it in, you align it, give it a little twist, and then it opens right up. But what if you didn't have the key? So you just use the bobby pin, and then you just try to finesse your way in, and you just kind of have to have at it for a little bit. But this thing is basically a master key. This thing opens everything, including handcuffs. All right, so I'll show you how to escape it. So here I am, locked in. Don't want to get it too tight, but I am locked in. Like, this thing is locked. I can't move, as you can see, right? Here we go. I'll be attempting now to remove this using this bobby pin right here. So it's the same sort of steps. So you just basically, wish I could flip my wrist. It's kind of uncomfortable, but I guess that's the nature of handcuffs. You just want to get it right in there in that slot, and then just keep peeling at it and finding that friction point. Much easier with my right hand. It may look like I'm using my right hand, but the camera's reversed, so I'm using my left hand, and it's actually quite difficult.
See, this gadget allows me to prepare a variety of ingredients quickly and easily, and different blades meet different cooking needs. It seems there are indeed some interesting items on TikTok Shop, and now new users can enjoy up to 40% off. Just download and shop now.
Jalapeno, Taco Spice Boom Chicken, the ultimate chicken Mexicana range is back. Get stuck in a pole you can.
I'm a free man. As you can see, my hands are now free. And I know you're thinking to yourself, Sam, I'm never going to be wearing a bobby pin in my hair, but for any girl, you probably do, and just know that you can make yourself out of a lot of situations. Moving on. So you'll notice for outside, because the next criminal activity we're going to do that's technically legal depending on the state you're in is dumpster dive. So as you can see over here, it says no trespassing, but legally you are protected if you want to dumpster dive, because once it goes into a garbage bin like this, it's considered public property. So I'm going to dumpster dive right now. All right, so let's take a look at what's inside of these dumpsters. I'm not going to actually dive in. I feel like that's not good. All right, so it looks like a lot of pizzas people are eating. And I do see like a kitchen set, Half-Salon kitchen set. Not sure how valuable that is. I don't know if I necessarily want that. Maybe the dumpsters themselves aren't great, so let's go ahead and go to the actual car. Okay, this one's called the Super. So I feel like there has to be something super in here. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh, I found something crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go in for it. Just head first right in here. No way. Empty water bottle. This thing has to be at least 5 cents. I think actually if you recycle these, you get 5 cents. So if you do this enough times, you in theory could make some good money. And it's legal, depending on the state you're in. All right, this is pretty nasty, so moving on. A lot of people don't know this, but you can actually hack an elevator. So this next criminal activity is technically hacking the building. But if you are a firefighter, there's actually a way that you can do this where you can bypass floors as you're going down an elevator. I'm going to show you right now. So you're going to enter an elevator like normal. As you can see, we are on the 4th floor, and it is a busy time of the day, so there's likely going to be people there. However, if you do this, hold your floor, in this case 1, and then the closed door button, and then this will send us immediately down, and it's going to trigger the firefighter's universal key. So we are skipping over. People actually hear them, and we're skipping past them. Sorry guys, I'm showing something. And voila, just like that, 1st floor, skip right past them. Don't use this a lot though, you're going to piss off your building. And just like that, we did it. Now, everybody knows that identity theft and impersonation is illegal. You can't do that unless you're a spy. So if you happen to be in a particular field, you are able to cosplay or dress up like somebody who you're not. And it's interesting because you can use this to do a lot of different things. You can get into somebody's phone, for instance, using Face ID if you have a replica of a silicone face of theirs. And well, that's what I have in this box right here. So what I'm going to do right now is show you what I purchased. I don't know why I purchased this. It's kind of scary. I bought a silicone mask of generic bald guy because the average person in the United States is a 45-year-old bald white male, which means that if this face is able to get into Face ID on this phone, then I can get into more than half of Americans' phones. So before I put it on, I want to set my Face ID on my phone to be that of an average 45-year-old bald man. And who better to use than Jeff Bezos? Now he's 61. Jason Statham. Now he's 57. The Rock. Not white. Joe Rogan. All right, this is as good as we're going to get here. 57-year-old bald man, Joe Rogan. So I'm going to set my Face ID using his phone right here. All right, so as you can see, I'm getting started with Face ID. Position your face in frame. Okay, so I believe it worked. Not sure. It went through like a verification process, but it didn't say confirmed. Nonetheless, I have my password on, so if I'm locked out and I can never get into my phone again unless Joe Rogan looks at my phone, I do have a backup plan. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's see if I'm able to impersonate somebody and get into their phone using this silicone mask. So right now, this is Joe Rogan's phone, or just an average person's phone. It's got so much like resin on it. I feel like I shouldn't be putting this on my face. I'm gonna like suffocate. Also, interestingly, this thing has real eyebrows on it. This is like actual human hair. And the ears, like everything's molded to actually be like a human. The lips too. Good for talking. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get into my phone now. I kind of have to hold this open so I can breathe. Oh my god, this thing smells so badly and it's suffocating me, and it didn't even get to the phone. Wow, what a waste. Okay, good thing I have a backup plan. Joe Rogan wouldn't work. And so I got a disguise that I could put on that I think is going to emulate somebody who's a bit more notable. Make a guess. What do you think I am? Guy Fieri. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can get into Guy Fieri's phone. Alright, so I like this picture to train him on, so let me go ahead and do this. Come on. I am officially Guy Fieri. Now, the next criminal activity we're going to do, proceed with caution. Again, only do this if you're on your own, in this case, router or Ethernet, and that is going to be hacking Wi-Fi. So you can technically hack any Wi-Fi out there. All you have to do is type this into your browser, 192.168.1.1, or instead of 0.1 at the end, you can put 0.0, and one of these two domains is basically going to provide for you the following. So you click enter, and as you can see, it says actually, attackers might be trying to steal your information. example, passwords, messages, or credit cards. So if you happen to be on the Wi-Fi and you want to hack in a bit further, you can do a couple of different things. So it's good that Chrome is basically calling this out, telling me it's not secure, but I could continue on if I'd like. All right, as you can see, it pulls up a router admin login, and most of the time, if you really want to get into this, you forgot your username. Most of the time it's admin, and then the password is something that's either on the back of the router, so if you have access to it, you can just do that, or sometimes the password will also be admin. So if you try admin, you can probably hack into your own Wi-Fi. Again, only do this if it's your own Wi-Fi. This is purely educational. Let's move on quickly from this one. Now, a good rule of thumb is to never open up other people's mail. Why? Because it's quite literally illegal. Unless you find it in your own mailbox and there's not a clear addressing on top of it to a certain person, or if it's just generally obscure, then you're actually free to open it up without legal precautions. I'm not a lawyer though, so don't quote me on that. And another way you can open up other people's mail and packages is if it's a lost package or an unclaimed package, then you can get your hands on this and then you're free to open it up. So as you can see here, this was shipped to somebody, but I was able to get this item, and this is somebody's parcel who I guess just ended up not claiming it. So there's like a statute of limitation in which you can all of a sudden claim it. So I don't even know what this is, but I'm going to open up somebody's mail, which sounds kind of crazy. Let's see what this person has. I've done a whole video where I've opened up people's lost packages, but this one's kind of tiny. I hope it's not like tax returns or something. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, we're looking at a product here. What am I looking at? I don't know what this is. I still don't know what this is. So if you are missing this, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even know what I have in my possession. Maybe if somebody smarter than me is watching this that knows what this is by the look, please let me know. Is this like a GoPro mount or something that you like stick onto your chest? That's my best guess. This is somebody's though, and I stole it, and I don't feel bad about it. Moving on. The very next criminal activity we will be doing that is technically illegal unless you're doing it in your own home in the form of a nanny cam is a very small camera. Now, it's illegal to spy on people, so you can't just have a camera and then just put it into other people's homes. However, there's nothing saying you can't do it in your own. And so, what I've purchased is this little mini camera right here that basically disguises itself as an outlet, so you just put it in the wall, or you can just have it stand on something, so it has a little stand right here. And as you can see, there's a literal camera that sticks out, and this thing is pretty miniature. It's about the size of my thumb or so, and nobody in theory should be able to catch that this exists. There's actually this one time when I was in Virginia in 2018 where me and my friend ended up finding hidden cameras within the outlets that were installed in the bathrooms. They were watching us do all those sorts of things, using the bathroom, showering, etc. And there was one, the alarm clock in the bedroom. And obviously that's illegal. We reported to Airbnb and everything, and we got a huge refund and things taken down. So I'm not going to do anything crazy like that. But what I will be doing is capturing Michael, my cameraman, who's going to be coming here any second. And when he does, I'm going to basically put some money on the ground like I did in the fake props video, and I'm going to see if he ultimately picks it up. And he won't know that I'm even here because of this cam. I have to find a good place to hide this. All right, so as you can see, I'm putting it right on this little Christmas tree over here. It's going to sit in the soil, so it kind of blends in nicely, and it gives a good view of this area over here. And then I'm going to put the $5 right in front of it, like so. Okay, we're just going to wait for him to come down now and see if he picks it up and gives it back to me. Okay, so he's on the dog bed. That's fine. Is he taking a picture of the money? Oh, I think he's just looking at his phone. What are you going to do? He usually lays in the dog bed, yeah. Okay. He usually chills out there while he's waiting for something to film, so he's just relaxing. I'm not going to watch him just relax the whole time. Let me fast forward this. Okay, and this must have been when he left the area. And he just ignored it? What? It looked like he looked at it too. Did you see that? He stared it down, and then he just kept walking. And when I saw him, he didn't say anything to me. Okay, that was weird. What kind of reaction is that? You just sit on the dog bed, go on your phone for 20 minutes, and then you just stare at the money, and then you come back to me and you don't even say anything about it. All right, well, don't do that though, because you can't do that unless it is in your own home. So once again, caveated, illegal otherwise. But I'm not quite done spying on him yet, because as you'll notice, there was no audio on there, and that's because this was just a little nanny cam. But there are things called baby monitors, like I have right here, that will actually pick up the sound and video from other rooms. So if you have a baby, for instance, a newborn, and you want to monitor it, watch it, make sure everything's okay, you basically put this next to its crib, and then you're able to kind of hear and interact with it. So I have this baby monitor right here, so what I'm going to do is set this up in the room behind me. It's kind of impossible to see, it's cut off by a wall, but I'll show you some B-roll. Basically what the plan is that Michael, when he usually picks up the phone and takes a call, he kind of walks back in that area, I guess because he doesn't want it to be heard or something. I don't think he likes being heard on the phone. And I never really know what he's saying, because you guys can't really tell, that's really far back, and there's walls in between and stuff, and obviously I'm recording, there's some sound and everything, so I never really hear what's being said. So I'm actually going to spy in his conversation, we will be, which is kind of intrusive, but who cares. I'm going to put this behind the door so then it kind of picks him up and he won't notice. Alright, so I'm going to put it in this closet right here. Oh great, I have an outlet. So right in here. So it's going to peek outside of this door, and then he usually takes his calls right there. I don't think I can do that again. Okay, cool. Yeah, talk to you later. Love you. Bye. For a segment, I was recording you with a baby monitor. There's one hiding in the closet back there. No, you have to look. I'll show you after. But you said you wouldn't go on the helicopter again? Crazy like that. I don't think I can do that again. I'm glad we had the baby monitor because I guess now I have to find somebody else to film this segment for another video coming up. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, but not too much. And definitely don't apply anything you learned in this video because most of the time it's illegal. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much.
His evening visits were something that he looked forward to all day long. Often, Charlie's mother and father would come in as well and stand by the door listening to the stories that the old people told.
In this video, I'll be living like a rich and famous person by literally doing experiences that only the rich and famous can do. I'm talking about things like flying on a private helicopter to skip over traffic and go into New York City, having my own personal shopper and protection that basically follows me around everywhere I go, and even trying to get onto the most exclusive dating app that quite literally only celebrities and famous people can get on. It's going to be crazy. We're going to peek behind the curtain of how these people actually live. I'm excited to try it out myself. So without further ado, grab your popcorn and let's do this. Have you ever wondered how the rich and famous get through traffic so easily? It seems like they're never sitting in traffic for 2, 3, 4 hours to get through a tunnel into a major city. Well, the reason being isn't because of some underground tunnel. It's actually quite the opposite. They go above ground. And I'm not talking private jets. I'm talking private helicopters. In fact, they actually have Uber with helicopters. It's called Blade, and it's exclusively used by people who can afford it because it does get quite expensive. So what will I be doing? Taking a Blade from Newark Airport in New Jersey all the way to New York City on West 30th Street. Because apparently it's a 5-minute flight and you skip over 45 minutes of traffic. I'll be going during prime time, which is going to be rush hour in the morning around like 8, 9, 10 o'clock. And I'm going to skip over everything apparently. So I'm really excited for this. This is what it looks like. So here's the website, Blade. They have a lot of different locations. So they're even in Europe too, which is kind of cool. We can go from Nice to Monaco. You can go from Monte Carlo to like Cannes Film Festival, Hamptons, all these like crazy places. I'll be going, like I said, from New Jersey to New York. So I'm going to be filming some other stuff there. And just to show what the cost would look like, it's $300 per passenger. So if you and your buddies want to go from Newark Airport after a flight, for instance, to go right into New York City, it's going to cost you $300 per person with fees, maybe like $375 if you have some sort of insurance. So it's basically like a plane ticket to go about 30 minutes, which we'll see if it's worth it. Maybe you have a bunch of money, it's worth doing the helicopter. So it'd be 5 minutes versus like 45 to an hour. So I guess you could save some time. If your time is worth $300 an hour, maybe it's worth it. I'm excited for this though. So we have it booked. Let's jump right to it. All right, so we officially arrived at Newark Airport in New Jersey, and this is like its own separate terminal. So it's the Signature Aviation Terminal. This is where the Blade is going to pick us up. We have an Escalade waiting for us, and it's going to take us to the Blade Lounge, and then from there we're going to ultimately board the helicopter. I think there's no security or anything. You just like hop on, put your luggage, and go. So really nice without TSA. This should be a really good time, so I'm pumped about this. So far, so good. So we didn't charter the helicopter entirely, so I think there's actually going to be random people with us on the helicopter, which makes no sense to me because I didn't think more than like 3 people could fit on a helicopter. We're about to see right now. So that's our Blade right there. So let's go in and start this. So after I entered the private terminal and checked in, they then directed me to the Blade Lounge where I then met up with the representative, and it was actually really cool in there. As you can see, everything from the art on the wall to the actual couch seemed really modern and like a really cool touch to it. The Blade representative was really awesome and accommodating as well. He gave us water, and he even gave us this really cool hat that I now have. He just arrived. It's on Brewster Road. Now we're just in the lounge, greeted. Super nice and everything, and then we got water, checked in, got our wristbands, and then we're going to be boarding sometime within like the next 15-20 minutes, and then apparently it's like a 5-10 minute flight right into New York City. We'll be good to go. All right, we're about to meet up with our pilot Miguel, so we're boarding right now. So when our helicopter was ready, we walked directly on the tarmac, heading over to our helicopter, and they're actually pretty strict about showing some of the sensitive information on the aircraft, so we obviously had to blur that. And here we are now approaching the aircraft. You see the helicopter right there. That's the one we're going to be taking for this 10-minute ride. And when you get up to this thing, it is crazy. That thing is spinning so fast. I mean, it's obviously not going to be captured on camera because we shoot at 60 FPS. And that thing goes way faster than that. But anyways, we got into the helicopter. This thing was so loud. We had to put on these like earphones that we had to obviously strap in with our seatbelts, and then we were ready to depart. All right, guys, so we're about to depart. It's super loud, so I'm not sure if I'm getting picked up, but yeah, this is kind of crazy. This is a very cool experience so far. I can see why a lot of rich and famous people do this, because as you can see, we are skipping over all of the traffic going into New York City. So shout out to Blade, so far so good. And it's only a 5-minute ride, so there's like 3 more minutes left. Shout out to Miguel, our pilot. He's killing it right now. I think he's behind me. I can't look because it's kind of constrained. Yeah, this is really cool. You do not want to stand in front of one of these things. All right, looks like we are arriving to New York City now. There's the skylines. We are taller than the buildings. So how high up? We're probably like 400 feet in the air. We're about to land on the west side. So there's the Freedom Tower. All right, so I see the helipad landing area. It's going to be right down there. Let's see how this land goes. All right, we're about to touch down. And we're here. So when you arrive into New York City, they have another lounge here on West 30th, which is what you just saw. Flight super smooth, about 5-10 minutes total. Miguel, great pilot. So we were able to get right into the helipad. No traffic in the sky, it looked like. Really beautiful day, too. I'm sure you saw the entire skyline. Just a really cool experience, just front to bottom. Like, really enjoyed it.
Alexa,
Meeting up with a familiar
play for our
face going to
songs.
be escorting us as private security.
Here's a station based on FIUS.
Alexa, play West Sounds with the lyrics.
Here's a station based on Undertale OU Last Breath and enigmatically conquered across FM.
Alexa, what song is this? Alexa, play Undertale Battles of the Lyrics. Alexa, play Undertale Battles with the Lyrics.
Here's a station based on Undying King, Battle Against the True Hero from Undertale, epic by Anthony Lowe Reed.
Alexa, play my favorite songs.
I don't know enough about your taste in music. Whenever music you like, just say, I like this. For now, here's a station you might like, Pink Pop on Amazon Music.
Alexa, play FNAF songs.
Here's a station based on FIUS.
Alexa, play Spotify.
Okay, here's Spotify.
Alexa, Volume 2. Alexa, volume 3.
But I'm walking out of that front door to go home with a little bowl of popcorn. No monster, just me and my soap operas. And why keep on returning? You see, by now we can all be learning. What's the story in all this clutter? Be more than exotic. So strict declines, we'll be fine. Keep your innards and I'll keep mine. Pulling strings, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of woman I've been. Never gonna let her get under my skin. But I'm finally just got it. She's watching me, she's on to me. It's my progeny, caught up to me. Am I part of them, or are they part of me?
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Stay calm, stay calm. Wits and stay alive. Wish I had 95. There's a strange horizon. Something's crawling through the vents. That's right.
Hey kids, my stupid show. Are you ready for some fast movies?
My HF is 44, by the way.
Listen, gang, I say that we continue.
They are slowly closing in. Stay calm, stay calm. Find an inner strength within. Stay calm, with my hand on the finger stack. Don't respond to racist ads. I can see their seconds. Snake eyes. Alright, some second free. Alright, I spent 5 nights at Freddy's.
So, does anyone go to the bathroom, or does it just run in all night?
Alexa, next.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Can you tell me where I am? Don't know how I got here, but I think I'm starting to understand. I don't belong among the angels, and maybe that's just fine with me. The things I did up there were high school, but now I'm going for my degree. Hey, sorry that you just got in my way. I promise, honey, I can feel your pain, and maybe I enjoy it just a little bit. That makes me frustrated. Haven't been the same since I expired. Doesn't mean that I plan to retire, and now I have the power to win all of you in entertaining. Do I know you? Weren't you ever part of mine? Departed from us far too early, but now we're meeting a second time. We used to have such fun together, and maybe you have what I need. But first I have one tiny question. Tell me, sorry about your stuff. It's not a way. Been the same since I expired. Doesn't mean that I plan to retire. And now I have the power to win all of you in entertaining.
Come out to play. Bossy, where are you? Same.
Sorry, but you just got in my way. I promise, honey, I can feel your pain. Maybe I enjoy it just a little bit. Does not make me insane.
I didn't even see this hair. What the fuck?
Today, cause we don't even know it, but you're here and we've got temptation.
She kind of does, you know.
Just want to make you feel your friends, you pull up dating. When you're with us, the party never ends. You think you're going crazy.
Hey, shall we? You look like a cinnamon bun.
Your body's pounding, it can't be stopped. You tell yourself you're gonna too bad, before it can't be lost. It must be doing. It's not behind the door, it's not the devil. You should say these days. Love is like the door, you gotta cross the floor. Try not to lose your eyes.
Fuck. Repeating over and over and over until you make it to the end. You gotta carry your eyes, keep looking over your shoulder, cause you'll never be again.
You turn around and times. You hear a chuckle, I turn back and see. The world is looking lies. But look around the skin, I see you put your face. Sometimes just your choice. But if it's out of place, you just in case. It might be a decoy. Never knows, it's not illegal. Until you make it to the end. From a course, you better be good. Looking over your shoulder, you'll never be alone.
Alexa, stop. Hello? What do you want?
I want to yap and play with you.
We can yap, but we can't play. I kind of don't want to play with you.
You know? Why?
I don't want to play with you, but I do want to yap.
Well, how's your day been?
Did what?
How's your day been? Also?
Oh, my day's been good. It's been a while, especially since I got a new highest floor, and you know, I met fucking Bassy for the first time.
Well, I'm with my grandma for real this time, so.
Nice. Right now, I'm just watching right now in a public one. I'm at 4:15 right now, and I'm just a watcher.
Okay, well, when you join the family, oh wait, never mind. You already said you didn't want to play with me.
I mean, maybe we can do a few duos if you really want to, and I can select.
Yeah, I'll be Roger.
Yup, okay. And I'll be Willie, just so you don't get attacked. Maybe people think we'll make it to 20. Come on, Roger Wings! Rise up! 5 more floors! We can do it, Roger Wings!
Inspirational words, all the wrong solutions. Okay, so the sweet charm.
Sweet charm? Why would you use sweet charm?
No, I just wanted to say, sweet charm goes states that can. Charms, I mean, trinkets.
Yeah.
Would give it a 13% boost on. Basically, we'll just take the ability.
And where is the ability cooldown? Yeah, dude, you don't need to do the math. You don't need to do the math, don't worry. You don't need to do the math.
I'm bad at math.
Like, the percentages are weird. It's just an odd way. That is what is kind of odd with how they explain things in trinkets.
I use Legend Bat and Magnify Black.
Why do you use Brushy Bat? I know one of the worst ones.
Probably Legend Bat and Cardboard only without your trinkets to use. Did you know that?
No. They're not. They're just not. It depends on your play style, but those are not going to be it.
Yeah, they are, because the Poppy is lucky that Poppy thinks that Poppy can get away and get hit. And also the armor,
Stops long range attacks.
no, the range attack is good. Listen, it'll affect Poppy's ability, but not the Poppy. Which not many times I say for me there.
Cool. Anyway, dude, I think I'm gonna make a 420 in this, and I'm gonna get more research on Bassie. Do you know why? I mean, come on, I have a Destructor Pebble, I have a Medkit, I have a Band, and I have a Bottle of Pop, and a Water, and I have Speed Shoes and Dog Plush.
I'm determined to go back into my grinding phase.
You're determined. Stay determined. Determination. Fucking.
Bro, do you have any determination?
I have determination, yeah.
Not determination. I found a Discord meme where Azriel from Underhill says, I am as real as it gets. I also saw another one where Azriel
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
said, do you have any determination? It's been funny.
Do I have any determination? Yeah, I do. I have so much determination that I think I may have a bad time waiter.
Kids like you, on days like these, kids like you
should be burning in hell.
I love that meme.
Oh my god, I'm thinking. What about you? I'm not just going to hit, but I somehow got in the elevator. I had like 6 stamp. Determination. Yeah, I'm so bad at the Undying the Undying fight, I swear to God. I'm never going to beat that fight. Never.
Where's it, Egg Guy? Where is it?
Excellent.
No, what's his last name? I mean, why can't I find it, basically?
Oh. So far in this one, obviously, we're guaranteed Bassie on 420, but so far, we've got almost every main except Bassie. I mean, we haven't. I mean, obviously it's over-exaggerated, but we have found Sprout and we found Sprout and Shelly. Well, we found tons of mains, but not the ones that we need. And the crazy thing is, not only did we get Shelly and
Open question.
Shelly and Sprout. But guess what, dude? I got them back to back. Shelly on 412 and Sprout on 413. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
You yap a lot more than I do.
I do yap a lot more than you do.
You talk in Japanese or something?
Yes, I do talk in Japanese. Do you even understand it?
No, we both talk in Japanese.
Yeah, you understand Japanese. Twisted Cocoa? Water Wings waiting up tonight. Waiting up and we're leaving no crumbs. Ain't that right, Water Wings? God, Christ, I'm back in my Roger phase.
No, what's water facing? Keep looking on.
I do play, Worry or what, though? I love his new skin.
You do so?
Yeah. You know, I love all Worry skins. Because I just love Worry, the character. Well, you know the Christmas Willy skin that people keep flexing on me with because Willy's my favorite character. Well, guess what? Maybe in 3 months I'll be able to flex on new people because I'll be able to say, I have the Easter Willy skin. So I'll be able to flex in like 1, 2, or 3 months. And hey, if I end up getting Bassy, then I can flex on them saying I have Bassy. Dude, I better get Bassy. Do you want to know why? Dude, do you want to know why I need to get Bassy? Because I spent £20 on having enough baskets for Bassy. So if I don't get 100% research, then it's going to be a waste of £20.
Why don't I play eggs in the egg and cocoa? Cooperated the butter.
Cocoa. Did any of the kids in God, have you ever tried to eat cocoa?
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I've seen Easter bunnies. Cocoa or something. And these are things like Easter
No, cocoa would be like in the summer.
bunnies. Like real Easter bunnies.
Cocoa would be like in the summer.
This was you looked.
Teenagers scared away. Someone just said in chat, I shorted. No, you didn't. Pebble, no, you did not short. This Pebble says he shorted. Pebble, you did not short! I was gonna say, someone just put Daddy will clean it up, don't worry. What? Teenagers scared of everything. I just got hit out of me. Teenagers scared, no stamina out of me. Teenagers scare me.
No, I'm recording as Edgerton.
Exxon. Can people stop putting Buxtons and fucking thingies on me? Like, what do you
That's all your
want?
name Exton Eggy Sound. Something like that.
Oh my god, Cocoa twice in a row! I will be eating up now! I'm gonna get Cocoa's trinket soon!
I'm gonna just do another solo, trying to find another solo I'm putting nothing in. Or, like, what do we got? Yeah, Exton.
Exxon.
Oh, cool. To get fun. Have you ever seen that one meme where it says Susan and the dude just says hi and then just keeps going through what the dude likes and then it says I like you more, like it says at the end and then
Yeah.
it just keeps going through and do two like then Scrub then Roger.
Yeah, I think, isn't it Toodles one? Like, it's like, what do you like? I like stealing meds and bands, but I like you more? Or some shit.
Yeah. Saying I like you to me.
Yeah. I also saw that be done. Oh wait, did you actually see the same short that I saw? It had Toodles and Squaps things in it.
Yeah, just Squaps. My favorite thing was
Try me. What? No, fuck it. I don't abide by with jinxes.
Yeah, me either. I tried to play games for 5 days. Well, actually, not days, but just like at least a day.
I don't know, it kind of feels bad for the Twisteds. I feel bad for basically anything, even if they're fictional characters. I don't know why, but I see like a fictional character and I put myself in their shoes and I imagine the absolute pain and agony.
Roger, tell me.
Oh, holy shit, I was going the wrong way to the elevator. I might need to use my bottle of pop for Christ's sake. Hey, at least I got my research! I got my research on Coca-Cola!
Any reason on Coca-Cola is well.
Oh, what the fuck? No, not. What's your research on Exxon?
That's the only thing in my research in my gender. It's nowhere. It's in my gender research is worse.
What is your Exxon research?
I'm joking. It's 83.
Mine is 100. My research on flight is also 100.
What do you call research?
What?
100. Okay. 500? 600?
Kinda.
700?
Hi. Pebble, I'm trying to get this on you! Suck it!
My total research is 2,000. With it on the fully mastered. 80 per 83.
I do indeed.
Okay, that's all the calculator.
14,000
I
actually.
know what's getting that calculator.
Yup.
I'm seeing my full research on my game. In this game. You should know something. You know the poster was no investigation with Toad and Wanda?
Yeah, and then Astro.
Yeah, Nashville.
Yup.
Yeah, it was playing around in 1999 for Toad and non-stop mode. Toad is just a midget or lonely child.
I don't think do they even age? I'm not even fucking sure.
They do it, it's just they don't grow. And even more than big classes and twisted. So I should buy for Toodles. The biggest twisted, in my opinion, it's Dandy, but no, that's wrong.
No, Dandy is.
It's Sprout's tendril.
That's not. No. Because when Dandy stands up, though, when Dandy stands up.
You grow from. I'm not sure, but how could this twisted would be a twisted OC? Like the tall twisted would probably be an OC or something.
Yeah. Wait, no, you know that trend about, like, this girl named Emily having an OC?
Yeah?
What if there was, like, a twisted OC? And it's like, fucking. And it's like, well, it's a girly pop, and it's 29 feet tall.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving and going to the server. It keeps joining me. Casey, now meet me in the private server, okay?
What?
Yeah, we're joining me in the private server with the heroes. Now for you joining me and trying to join the runs. When I die.
Imagine I get to 490, but then my Wi-Fi cuts out. Imagine.
Imagine that. I already did that, but you have to imagine.
My head is broken. My body is broken. No shit, it's disconnected. No shit, it's connected. No bitch is connected. No dad is connected. I didn't say that.
That charger's so low. Go to the other end of the couch and get the other charger.
The fun fact is, for most of this one that I'm in, we're almost at 420. For most of this one, it's just been me and 4 other people. Most of the one.
Pizza, pasta, point, box, liver, dinner, pop.
Me and these people, we got to 45 and then everyone else died.
Songs, pizza, pasta, put it in box. I imagine you would stay here at the end forever.
No, that was actually funny. Someone in chat the other one put 19 floors, no baddie. And then they put Bassy to correct themselves. No, 19 floors, no baddie sounded way funnier. Bassy is a baddie. Bassy is such a baddie, such a slay queen, such a fucking TikTok model skibbity toilet glitter shake dance. Go Kenya again! I'm eating this fucking research up!
My name is Skibby Fantax on Kira Rizzler.
Oh no way! We share the same name!
Guys,
That's an insane coincidence.
Skibby Fantax on Kira Rizzler.
See, I'm actually on a sea Roblox. I'm gonna jump on my lean Roblox.
This is a funny song. Oh, Dick Randy.
Imagine a Roger in a 1 gets to 4,200. What does be like when there's a double name?
Have you ever heard Dick Randy?
Who, Granny?
Dick Randy. You're about to listen to them.
I don't want to listen to them.
They're funny.
I'd very much rather not.
It's a good song, by the way. Just so you know.
Fine, I'll listen to it. What's it called?
Dick Randy. I'll send you guys.
What if I don't watch it though? Oh, Big Dick Randy. Yeah, I've already seen that. Yo, 420! Bossy! Bossy, where are you? Give me a smooch! Give me a smooch, Bossy! Give me a smooch. Bossy gave me a very affectionate smooch. Bossy, I appreciate it. Bossy hurt me, but I don't care. What? Sands on the tail? Dear old trick-or-treaters, I'm coming back for that ass. If I get the shit last year, then this year's getting smashed. I'm pulling up in a granny costume that shit hard to run in. Well, you know last fall? Last fall there was a twisted cocoa. And remember how I said I was eating that waste? Dude, remember when last fall? Dude, remember when last fall there was a twisted cocoa? And I said I was eating it up? Well, mute yourself then if you're singing the song.
I'm going to warn you, if you take one more dilly thing,
I'm gonna have to diddly down and snap your neck.
wouldn't that be a family youngster?
Huh?
Physical contact with a cultural youngster. Everybody loves them to come from really don't have to so friendly with you, friendly friend.
Dude, just get the lyrics up! Just search Body Chum on Reddit, you'll find it.
The Gacha Blaster Master.
Yeah, it's the Blaster Master Disaster. The Gaster Blaster Caster Master Disaster. The Gaster Blaster Caster Master Disaster. When you join a public with just a goo, a pebble, 2 Rogers, and a Cocoa, just to find out that they're a go-to team. Because that's what our team is, go-to team. This is far that I've never made it in a public. 420?
Wait, so when mom isn't home, undertale.
What?
There's when mom isn't home, undertale. Or when the pirates isn't home. Funny.
I'd rather not.
Charles Bronson sounds real crazy. Yeah, I'm not thinking this song right now for no reason. I'm gonna make this from happening to me too. Just like what's happening to me too. You want it? Come on. Come on, second delivery. Probably. Also, I'm still in medical.
Yup.
You in lobby yet?
I'm still in the lobby.
You in lobby?
No, I'm still in the game. Thingy.
Okay. Are you done? You raised left the experience and I need to invite you back.
Invite me back, I never joined.
Betsy's on the board. Betsy's on the board.
She is? What? No. What's your HF, by the way?
What?
What is your HF?
HF?
HF!
HF times 4. And it's at 30. Look. Also, I have 42 in total. I'm waiting on the skins.
Good for you.
I get 22, yeah.
Yep, I have more than that. I have more than that.
Yeah, because you have Christmas. Oh, I mean, not Christmas.
You have the Christmas tunes.
I don't know. You don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just said that you have the Christmas tunes, I don't. So, I don't care. I only have all the Easter tunes except Bassy. And Bassy's the most important one, so... I'm joking. No way! I just died by scraps. Fuck!
Let's quit. Well, join me. I'm in the lobby. Roger, assemble.
I think these guys want to waste up, and they got me the full 20s, so I kind of want to...
Play again?
Yep.
Give me a second.
They got me the full 20.
I'll join.
I think they maybe go with this one. They maybe.
Also, right to them. But they all want to play lobby. Don't play with me. We're friends. It's friends. I mean, it's friends before I lose and all. Remember, it's friends before I lose.
These are bros. These are bros. These are my boyfriends.
Somebody else took the hose.
No, most of them are bros. Most of them are bros.
What is this left?
No, but I never went back to the lobby. I was watching them for a second. They said that we should have tried, but no, I quit. I didn't know that they were going to try instead of restarting. They're probably going to try again. I mean, not trying again, trying to get farther without the main distractor. That's what the goob. Oh my god, I completed Twisted Coca-Cola!
Well, what are you?
I'm not in that lobby.
I'm in the lobby.
Yeah, because when you click return to lobby, it changes it. Sorry, what does she have? Glazed fondant bag. Candy items gain 4 seconds to their duration when used.
I'm looking for yourself. You can do this entire thing for me.
What's one again? Oh, I never knew. I never knew.
Kind of threw the entire thing for me.
I never knew.
So. What duo?
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
I know what.
We only tell them a lot.
We what?
I saw my friends and we yell at each other a lot. Right?
Oop.
Roger and Exon all both put their heads down. I suppose they their head down as an idol.
Oh, so
Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna.
Let's do it.
But you a watch only one?
Let's do a really good idea or not.
No, so that's the worst idea I've ever had. You know what's a better idea? Me waiting the cold and having to go to the toilet real quick. Humble eyes, yo.
Wait, how long did you read? I shouldn't just be telling. crazy. I'm able to do this so fast. What's perfect, Casey? Casey, why you weave?
So I wanted to disappear. Bing chilling. Bing chilling. Bing chilling. Bing. Bing chilling. Bing chilling. What the hell? I didn't even try and join you. I tried and joined one of my. Are they still in the game? What? Hey, Trusted Bassy, can you appear? No, you can't? Okay. Let's go! Legends unite!
Where are you, Casey?
I'm over here. At the shop. Hi.
I really need that cookbook research.
Oh, I only recently completed Coco's.
Now Coco is recent.
Tell who Coco's trinket? Wait, who do you want me to tell Coco's trinket to?
Yeah, I it.
Hmm?
Hello, please try your best to be quiet. My sister is sleeping.
Well, that's not what I do. I yap way too much, so I guess I gotta leave the call.
No.
I yap too much. Sorry, y'all. Alexa, continue. Do you mean start one or do a duo? Dang, what the fuck? Swap change, please. Alexa, next.
I've been trying for so long to see you the right time, to show you something different every day. So you have to stay. So now we're here at a standstill, and wonder if you feel something that puts you inside out. That's something I know all about. Second name, also because it's a leader. Made mistakes, make me hurt. Makes me this isn't fun. There's nothing left to make you fall. I'm done explaining. That's just because you can be hurt. Making mistakes will be hurt. I can fix you. This is what happens when you leave it to somebody else. If you want it done right, you should just do it yourself. You oversaturate your world with nothing but machines. You might make everyone happy, but you're dead inside just like me. And you'll be on standstill, where you feel in a good sense. This is something that I'm all about. Checking in, we never lose your coming. We would become when this is fun, so this will be. We both don't know what we can do. That's just because it can be hard. Making mistakes make me hurt. Makes me
Alexa, next.
Hello? Hello? Wow, you made it this far. Honestly, didn't think you'd ever get far. Don't worry, you've got nothing to fear. This is just the beginning of a thrilling career. Now, the animatronics are known to bug out.
Isn't that enough reason to get the f*** out? Listen up, guys, this gig ain't for me. But we're having such fun, and we hate you to leave. You might mistake us for hostile monstrosities. But accidents will happen when you got a lot of teeth. The first day last week, it right. It's so exciting when a party stops by for a bite. We wait all night for the day to begin. With a special surprise that we save for the end. Maybe you don't already know how we like to make friends. And we'll show you now, and you're gonna fit right in.
It's looking like a way. I hope that you take it by the side.
Listen, call me Patricia. What's your game? To shout my name when you let me use my whip. So that's one bug bite for you all round. You haven't even let me use my tongue. Well, I think you're strong. If those things wrong with the door, I'll put on you. Your lips are outside and in. You can see Let's go camping. No, it's ocean. Hey there. Take you up.
Oh my god, this pebble does not know how to swap more than half the twistings! What? You're gonna do it on this pebble? No how to just swap! Wow. I might turn back to Roger. Jeez. I like, shut up and get off. You're way too late. I was about to get off anyway. Alexa, stop. You? Yeah, that is FNAF music. But sadly, you joined as soon as I was gonna leave. Yeah, sorry. I'm tired. For me, it's 1:30 in the morning. It's 1 a.m. It's 1:30 a.m. 1:30.